Welcome to the His House. It goes down at the motherfucking His House. You like being at the motherfucking His House, where you get celebrity tea and gossip, make predictions. We sip tea and per tea live on stream, not edited, straight off the dome. And we sip tea at the His House, get lit at the motherfucking His House, sip tea and hear all about it. Let the DJ motherfucking His House. You heard me? Yeah. Hey, what's up, my pretties? What's up, my lovelies? How you doing? How you feeling? Well, now that I know you're doing pretty lovely, let's get into this pretty on me. We're to talk about the Halle Bailey and DDG situation. Um, so let's get into it. So apparently they're trying to say that DDG is abusive. Um, it's not really funny, but I'm not laughing at that. Okay, so I feel like DDG would be just as aggressive as Holly. I do feel like Holly would be more of the aggressor to start abuse before DDG. I feel like DDG would finish it, but Holly would start it. Now that's just my alleged opinion, regardless of if that's what had happened or not. I'm just speaking on what I feel because according to some of DDG's close friends and colleagues, they witnessed DDG getting hit on. And on one occasion, somebody said, I think Baby Rich or whatever said he got lit the freak up. So, with that being said, nobody's going to sit around and be manhandled and slapped up, popped up, toe up by any person, especially a female. And you know a man can take a female. And I bet he was like, dang, them boxing matches didn't do me no justice. So he had to put those skills to use, basically. No, I'm just playing. But I do feel like he probably could have restrained her or held her down. Even when you held somebody down, you could still get bruises. You know what I'm saying? Because they still moving, they fighting, they kicking. Who's to say she didn't do that to herself? By trying to get free or whatever. Because she obviously, if she attacked him first, which is more of the situation to me, then he, of course, would have to, like, go to work. You know what I'm saying? Not fight her, but like hold her down. And Holly do give me like she get active. Like I don't know if y'all ever seen it, but Holly. I kind of have it myself, so I kind of can recognize it. Holly got a little trace of crazy, allegedly. In my opinion, that's what it's giving. So once a person's crazy is initiated, it's up and stuck. Okay, ask Cardi B. Now, DDG's a Libra. He got a trace of crazy too, but I feel like his would be more on the low key end. Like, okay, I'm supposed to not talk to you no more, and we supposed to be done type ish. Or I get my lawyer and something like that. That's how I feel like DDG would be, because it's his baby mother, and I feel like he do got respect for her. But when she put her hands on him, I bet he felt a different kind of way towards her if she did. Okay, but I can't just see DDG just coming out and just attacking Holly. Now, I'm going to say this, though. I feel like Holly attacking him could have been justified. I'm going to say that. I'm going to put that on the screen right now. But nobody can say that attacking somebody is justified. But I'm just going to say, these dudes need to stop playing in these women's faces. Period. If you know you're not going to be with a woman, because I do feel like Holly at one time really wanted to be with DDG, because she thought he was like this innocent little bystander type, cute little YouTuber type, because she would laugh at everything he did. But when it gets to be a point where she not laughing no more and she throwing hands, then I'm sure he did something. And I feel like I've been noticing for a long time that DDG just wasn't vibing with Halle like she was vibing with him. And I couldn't, like, I hated to see it, but it was just like he was just going through the motions. So, as a woman, if you know your man is just going through the motions, you're going to be irritated, especially if you just spend 9 months of your life and deliver him his seed and then he gonna discard you. Oh, that hit different. I'm just gonna say that hit different. Not saying that it's right to put your hands on somebody, but these men need to stop playing in these women's faces. So you playing in her face for 9 months, acting like you gonna stay there, you gonna be there, this and that. The baby born, then you act like you ghost. That'll piss any woman off, because I'm sure when Holly went into it, the way she was going at Ruby Rose, where she went at Kennedy allegedly with this subliminal message online or whatever, acting like this is my man. No woman gonna defend no man that she ain't claiming as hers. You know what I'm saying? So at some point she really thought she was gonna be with this man. So the fact that he can discard her like some piece of loose trash pisses me off a little bit. I'm just pissed off at the fact of how he discarded her, not at the fact that she put her hands on him. Because at the end of the day, he'll be like, well, she should have never put her hands on me. I get that. But at the same time, you got a whole child who not going to be loved by any woman you bring around him the way he going to be loved by his mother. So you chose to have a child with this woman. You chose for her to bear your seed in her womb for 9 months with the expectation that you and her are going to be a family. And then she find out. I'm going cuckoo with Halle. Like, I'm just like, I'm fucking some shit up. I'm sorry. No, I'm not, because I don't want to go to jail. But at the same time, I get her, is what I'm saying. Now, I'm also a Libra. I'm also a person like DDG. Well, I'm not like DDG, but I'm saying, like, if somebody put their hands on me, it just hit different too. You know what I'm saying? And so he probably in his mind been done with her. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time it's still something minor. You know what I'm saying? Because people get mad all the time. And when you in your 20s, you do some dumb ish. So who's to say she don't regret putting her hands on him? Who's to say she didn't know no better? Who's to say she just was mad and in love, and the fact that you didn't feel the same way, it pissed her to put her hands on you? That's something that can be fixed. Same thing with Brittany and Dub. I don't know. Allegedly, Brittany used to get with Dub. In most men, they won't tell you. They'll fool with you. Even women sometimes. They'll make you feel like it's cool until it's no longer cool after you put your hands on them. So they're going to play in your face regardless if you putting your hands on people. But at the same time, you got to be mature and realize, okay, I have a child with this person. I should have used better decisions. Yeah, it can happen. But at the same time, let's be accountable. Because at the same time, that's 18 years. Not just 18 years of the child life. That's 18 years of you having to go back and forth with the same person about your child. And nobody got time to be playing with people about 18 motherfucking years. Baby, most people don't even have car payments, loan payments for 18 motherfucking years. So if you gon' bust down and spray up somebody's club, you need to be more selective and you need to be more mature before you do that. Because when shit pop off, don't blame nobody but your motherfucking self. And on top of that, I'ma just say this. She also helped him get in rooms that he would have normally not been in. So people that's around her that was in the rooms, they're not going to play with him either. Because a lot of them didn't even want him in them rooms. Let's start there. And she helped him get in those rooms. And on top of that, anything that come with that, that's on DDG. Because at the end of the day, he knew what it was when he got with Beyonce's protege. Everybody know Beyonce and Jay-Z are some of the top one. You think Diddy running shit? Beyonce and Jay-Z, they is up there with Diddy as far as running shit. And if she cool with Halle, which I said on the previous video, they gotta be more than cool to some effect. And you want to play with Beyonce, on Beyonce's internet, most people know not to do that. Now, if you didn't know, then you must have had a really good ass excuse not to fuck with her no more. But just somebody to put their hands on you one or two times, I don't feel like that's a good enough excuse if you half ass and shit. Because you should have said that before you got this girl pregnant. And no, it don't make it right because people have babies by randoms all the freaking time apparently. But some women have more respect for themselves and want to have sex by some random. And I guess I can relate because I was kind of almost thrown in the same situation. A person just was free to want to have a baby by me, but as far as sticking it out through the long haul, like you playing in my mother freaking face, and you can get your feelings hurt for real doing that. And so as a woman, I can sympathize with Halle. Not saying it's right to put hands, but I do say it's the same thing. You put a baby inside a woman, you basically put hands on her first because now a human being is in her face for the rest of her life. You gave her a gift that can never be replaced. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's the same thing as hitting somebody, but at the same time, people need to start looking at it like that because that's a whole life sentence. That's a whole change of life, change of vulnerability, change of responsibility. Like that's a serious ass job. And people taking impregnating people like it's a piece of candy on the side of the street, and it's fucking pissing me the freak off. Now, DDG, he gotta be done with Halle as far as what I'm saying because ain't no freaking way that you playing with Jay-Z and Beyonce's niece allegedly, even though that's not their niece for real, but you gotta be something like you really can't give a damn to be doing that because you knew from jump you should have known that they weren't supposed to be playing about her, not even just him. You rub hands with people that's in certain groups that everybody's not invited to allegedly, and the fact you playing with one of the people that gets invited to these events regularly without you, and you playing up in there like that's another code. It's people in that industry, they'll stay with people despite having extramarital affairs, despite relationships of the DV. Like they stick it out through thick and thin in some of them groups because it's an image situation. So you playing on Holly's image, that's gonna make them play on you and your image. And so it's like, yeah, you could have probably had your side pieces, this and that, if you would have played your cards right. But at the same time, you playing with Halle, and people think, well, she a woman, she'll get over it. She got a child, yeah. But at the same time, she going through postpartum. At the same time, her body changing. At the same time, some man gonna look at her and be like, "Why didn't work out with DDG?" And then she gonna have this stigma on her as the man that the woman that the man didn't want. You know what I'm saying? He wanted the child, but he didn't want her. Like she at the same time, and then that's a Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid got dumped. Like she got so many stigmas on her. And on top of that, she's trying to be a mother. She's trying to be a businesswoman. She's trying to fend for herself because she don't got no man to help her. The man stepped away from him and his child. And that's just sad and tragic. And I feel like that's a situation that I'm going to be speaking on more anyway because it's a personal passion of mine. But I don't like the fact that people's home is getting broken up over some petty ass shit. And that's what the fuck I'm just going to say. And take it how you want to. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not scared of Beyonce or Jay-Z or anybody for that matter. I mean, maybe a penny pinch amount. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is some people, most people should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, all I can say is this. Beyonce is tied to ancient, powerful people that you gonna fuck around and find out with that really was running shit without having to run shit. Like Beyonce go way back, tied to a very powerful woman who is in her bloodline who will if you like know her name, like people don't have to play with her. Okay, all right. She used to, and it was on a spiritual tip. And then Jay Z got to be even more powerful on the spiritual tip, meaning they don't have to touch you physically. Okay, what I'm saying? And then if you haven't heard, but they've called Beyonce a witch before. Not saying she is or she ain't, but at the same time, it's like you want to play with people. So, and then knowing that Jay Z could be higher up than that, mean he could be a warlock. And because obviously Beyonce, Jay Z controls Beyonce, is what it's been said, and nobody, no witch or no person that's in charge of shit is being controlled by no other nigga. You know what I'm saying? Unless he above her rank. You know what I'm saying? So Jay Z is up there, and then he hang around with Diddy in circles before. They just like his mans, and Diddy was on top of the food chain for so long, but Jay Z was behind the scenes. And then on top of that, shit, this is long. Apparently, I was hearing through a YouTuber. God, I wish I could check out the channel. I can't really shout out right now because I didn't think of. She said Jay Z sent DDG a 300K bottle and asked him to join the team, and he declined. And he don't like to be told no. So you plan on multiple avenues of fuck officity. And I feel bad for you. I ain't gonna freaking lie. Okay? I ain't gonna freaking lie. But at the same time, I feel like you can get through it. But it's not even worth your life, for real. Just because somebody hits you one or two times. Now, at the same time, put your pride aside and take care of your family. Now, if you could say you never loved Halle, you never saw yourself with Halle, you never want to be with Halle, then I'd be like, okay, cool. And then I can go around and hate you because at the same time, you playing with this girl in her face. You know what I'm saying? Which it kind of gave that. That's what's pissing me off. And I try to give you the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, I ain't mad if Halle tapped your ass. I'm just saying. Because you playing in people's faces like it ain't shit and she ain't shit. That's fucked up. And I'm gonna be real. You need to get your ass played with. So I feel like DDG is about to get his ass played with in the worst way. And he don't even fucking know. And I hate that for him. But at the same time, he did it first. And now he out here lollygagging with all these women that could potentially be around his son long term, well, or partial term. And he going through identity crisis and different stuff like that, allegedly. It's just like he deserves every fucking thing he get. And he probably gonna get a freaking unsubscribe just to be capped with you, because I'm not fit to support a man dogging women out. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if she was too controlling, whatever, she could grow out of that. You know what I'm saying? Just do what the freak you do. She'll grow out of it. But if she put her hands on you, call the cops. It's that simple. But the fact that homes are being tore up, that stuff pisses me off. And I'm just going to say that. Okay? And keep in mind, Jay-Z and Beyonce may not have nothing to do with it. They may not even be a part of it. But I am saying it's looking like they might have a little pinch or something in it. And all I'm saying is, I don't think that's what you want. Partner, I don't think that's what you want. And I wish him the best of luck. I hope he get his mind right and not do that to nobody else. I think he need to get his strapped up until he decide he finds somebody he's serious about, he want to be with, because nobody need to be playing with somebody's time like that. If you just trying to impregnate somebody and going with your freaking life just because you want a motherfucking kid. Nobody got freaking time. And no, I don't think that he deserves to see his child. But at the same time, because he making dumbass motherfucking decisions in life. But at the same time, that's the fucking father that you picked. Might as well let the man see his see his son. Period. And that's what I'm going to say on that. And I wish them the best. I wish them peace. And I hope DDG keep his life after this. Because Oh, I think he about to fuck around and find out, and I really hate that for him. Yeah. Welcome to the His It goes down. Welcome to the His Where we go down. Welcome to the motherfucking His Sip Steve.